So during migration, those who settle around here were from Nigeria, so we call them Osu Alata people. In the olden days, we use our old forefathers used Alata to representing the Nigerians. Okay, all right. And then by then they were having a king known as King Okaifo. He was the king of Accra or the king of the Ghana Adangles. And then it was the Portuguese who settled on the coast first. And then they were living at Omena for trading purpose. And then later they realized that having trading with the blacks were okay to them. So they started spreading their names in Europe. And then later some of the European countries also came in to challenge their trading purpose. Yeah. So here it was the Swedish people who settled here first, and then later the Danes also came here. But when the Danes were here, they realized that the land does not belong to the Swedish people. So they went ahead to negotiate it with the king known as King Okaifo, which is around 1659, and then they bought the land from the king. And then later they started building the first phase of the castle, which is around 1661. All right. Good. So the reason why the Danes bought the land from the king is that, one, for them to have a place to live, two, for them to have a market center, three, for them to have a place to keep their things that they can. It came with things like gunpowder, Morocco, whiskey, and after that, after building the first piece, then they named the castle after their king known as King Christian, the fourth of Denmark. And then later there was an extension to the castle by the Portuguese, by the Danes, and also by the British people. So when we go inside, I'll show you some of the buildings that were added to the castle. Alright. Okay. So this wall were added to the castle, which is around 1790, and then they name it by their king known as Christian the Seventh of Denmark. That's why this castle known as Osu Christiansborg. Alright, meaning it was named by two Christians, and then they used to name this castle. Inside the castle, we have the marketplace known as the market center. We have the reservoir. We have the dungeons, we have the staircase, we have Queen Elizabeth bedroom, we have the church added by the Portuguese, and also we have the office of the president, and then we have the church, we have the swimming pool also. But today we don't have water inside. I will only show you the skeleton. Alright. My name is Kojo. Okay. So the glass one, or the glass window over there, known as the church, added by the Portuguese, which is around 1679. And then we have this one added to the castle, which is around 1797 by the Denmark itself. And then on my left, we have 1921 added by the British under the government of Crown Royal. And then we have 1950 under the government of George Rex of Britain. All right, so that was the extension which was done by some of the Europeans, and then we Ghanaians also added our own. Later I'll show you too as well. This was known as the market center that they were using to sell the slaves. All right, anytime they brought the slaves in here, they have to make check-ins on them because of the prices to see whether they are strong enough. And then after that, the slave masters will be standing at the top here to make their buying and also to make their selections. After that, then the branding system will take place by putting a hot metal in the fire. When they take it, they will use it to stamp on their skin in terms of identification or in terms of branding system. After that, then they will send them to the dungeon to keep them a couple of months before taking them away. So from here we are going into one dungeon and then to know what happens over there, where our ancestors were maltreated in the dungeon. All right. Okay. Over here, and then you'll be going outside. And also, some of the slave guys were used as a domestic laborers. And then most of the ladies who were raped, they also started giving birth. Those children known as the miraculous babies, meaning the black and white babies. They were trained here, they were educated here too as well. Alright. And then when they want to observe the dungeon, they will stand here to do the observation to see where is that. When you die, they put you in a sack, put something heavy on top of you, they will tie it, then dump you into the ocean. So that's what happens to our ancestors in the areas. Alright.
Jesus
Christ. But this place has been renovated, as we can see. Over there is the source of electricity.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Okay.
So it's like,
yeah,
this is steps.
Yeah, they just did it in a way that in case there's rainfall and then there's a drop of water, the water have to channel to this side.
It's a canal?
Water system.
Water system.
All right, so this place, known as water system or water reservoir, added to the castle by a governor, and at the same last 3 days, one of the descendants were here, and then I have a chat with him. All right. Okay. Things abolished the slaves from here, and then later they also sold back the castle to the British people. If I say sold it back, it's a wrong statement. They sold the castle to the British people, which is around 1850. But then they were living at Cape Coast, and then later they realized that they have to enlarge their territory. So over here, they came here and then they converted this place to be their headquarters, and then, which is around 1877. They converted this place to be their headquarters. And then later, we Ghanaians also gained our independence from their hands, and then this place became the seat of government, which is around 1957 by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And also this red paint known as the red carpet, and then the staircase over there, the middle one known as the presidential walkway, used by the president alone. So if you check on the 50 cedis note, we have the staircase on the 50 cedis note. Unfortunately, I don't have 50 cedis with me. I should have shown you. Alright. So in case when you go and then you find 50 cedis, you can check on it. We have the staircase on the 50 cedis at the right corner over there. Alright. Power to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Why? Because Ghana became the Republic of Ghana. So they have to make Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as a president. Why? Because he also came in as a prime minister. That's why they made him a president. It's around 1961. When Queen Elizabeth came here, Nkrumah provided her a room to use. So we are going upstairs, then I'll show you the room. And also later, her son known as Prince Charles, now he's the King Charles now, he too came here, which is around 1977, when one of our best schools known as Achimota School were celebrating their 50th anniversary. They invited him, and then he too came, have the celebration together, and then use the same room that the mother also used. So we are going upstairs, then I'll show you the room that they use.
Which one? Barrier, that one? Was it built by the British?
No. But we can is recent. So this place known as the Queen's Room, when they arrived, this is the place that they used by Queen Elizabeth and then King Charles. And then the floor has been added to, the tiles have been added to the floor, but then it was a wooden floor. And then the mattress too has been changed. But this one has not been changed, which is original 63 years old. And also the whole castle is 363 years old.
So, King Castle.
And also fried lieutenant general. Nkrumah served the nation for 9 years. After Nkrumah was overthrown by coup d'etat, the rest were using the new one. So when Rawlings had opportunity, he realized that no, there's danger there, so he preferred this place more than myself. By then he was an Air Force pilot. He always parked his helicopter in the middle of the park over here. Alright. So using this place or sitting here, anytime there is danger coming, you can see it by yourself. Okay. So you can see the entrance.
The entrance, yeah.
And then you will see it run away, enter into the helicopter, and then fly it away.
Oh.
Then that makes him to escape for attempt being overthrown. This guy is controlling them. Yeah. Remember I told you guys the castle was built with stones.
With stones?
This is stones, yeah. Because it's behind the castle. Alright, so that one is there.
With stones?
Alright, so this place known as the church added to the castle by the Portuguese, which is around 1679. And then this church known as the Roman Catholic Church, led by a bishop known as St. Francis Xavier. So they have castes to train them to as well. And at the same time, this place used to have a lot of marriages. This place used to have a lot of weddings and the naming ceremony too as well. Okay. And then when the Basque missionaries, known as the Switzerland people, when they arrived, they also used this place to establish their missionary, or they used this place to start their missionary, known as the Presbyterian Church, which is around the Presbyterian Church. It started from here, which is around 1828. To protect themselves against any attack from their enemies. So always ready for fire.
For fire.
I'm crying for you. You can do.
I found the word.
From here, and then the small ones will come around to pick them in numbers, either to be in tents, and then they will transfer them into the big one. And also on their way going, they also go with their members too as well. So